What's going on YouTube? It's KevinBo202 and today I'm reviewing Chloraseptic Remix by Eminem featuring 2 Chainz and Fresher. So I'm still on like a little mini vacation you could say, and I will be back at my house soon and I will be recording all kinds of different videos. And just to say real quick also, I actually just bought a vlogging camera. It's going to be a great quality camera and it's going to help me improve my YouTube. So expect my channel to get a lot better very soon. But anyways, let's just get right into the review. So when Chloraseptic was supposed to come out and it was announced that 2 Chainz was actually supposed to be on the track by Fresher himself, of course I was just like, man, I can't believe it didn't make the album. Because I myself am a huge 2 Chainz fan, and of course I'm a big Eminem fan, so seeing the two work together, that would have been insane. And of course them taking pictures together in the summer of 2017, it only hyped me up because I knew that they had to have been making something together. So finding out that it wasn't going to happen, it definitely bummed me out. But regardless of that, Chloraseptic still ended up being one of my favorite tracks from the actual album. But I kind of started getting the feeling that, you know what, they might end up actually dropping it as a remix. And the reason why I was thinking that is because of all the reactions, all the fans that really wanted to see the track, 2 Chainz himself getting upset and posting it on social media. I don't know, I just kind of had a feeling, but them doing an actual remix is so much cooler than them just actually dropping the regular original version. And what I mean by that is 2 Chainz and Fresher verses from the original song were on it, but whatever original verse that Eminem was originally going to have on the song, it might have been one of the 3 that was on the actual album version, or it could have been different, but whatever it was entirely taken off, and a new verse was put on with Eminem talking about the reactions that Eminem's album Revival had. And for some reason, a lot of people gave it a lot of negative reviews, and Eminem brings that up. A lot of Eminem fans know that Eminem is not big on social media. A lot of the times he's out of the public eye. So you kind of expect him not to go on social media much and, you know, go on YouTube and watch reviews and stuff like that. But what I kind of think happened is a lot of the people in his team, friends, or maybe his manager Paul kind of just let him know the album's getting a lot of bad reception online. Eminem sold over a couple 100,000 of Revival, but it's his worst first week sales since his album The Slim Shady LP, which was his debut album. And again, he brings something up where he says that he cut his fan base in half because of his comments on Donald Trump. And I would 100% agree with that. When Eminem had the Storm freestyle on BET, and he said that he was drawing a line in the sand, you're either with him or you're with Trump. And then he ends it with saying, you. So for me, I'm not surprised that a lot of Eminem fans could have been offended by that, and I'm not one to get into politics myself. I don't claim to be Democratic, Republican, I don't even claim to be independent. I kind of really don't care. I just want what's best for the people, and I don't want to start any fights in the comment section, so I'm going to kind of just end it there. But what I will say is, I'm not surprised that the album sales were what they were. I kind of originally expected to sell over 500,000, maybe 600,000 in the first week, just because it's Eminem. I mean, the Marshall Mathers LP2 did amazing, Recovery did amazing, and Relapse did amazing, and I kind of just expect that to go on. But once I heard the freestyle, part of me was kind of shocked, but other part of me wasn't, because Eminem has always been known to get his opinions out there on politics or whatever it may be in his music. So I kind of think that with Eminem doing that, and then the track listing coming out, and a lot of online YouTube reviewers or shows talked about the track listing being filled with nothing but pop artists and one rapper, which was Fresher. I kind of think from people talking trash about that, it did also impact the sales of the actual album. But I kind of think that if you just go into the album Revival with open ears and just listen to it yourself and have your own opinion without letting other opinions affect what you think about it, you might actually like the album, because I know as a fact that I really like this album. And I actually like the original Chloraseptic a lot. It's one of the top 5 tracks that I listen to most from the album, but the remix is so amazing. Eminem has become so pissed off when people talk shit about the album, and I kind of like it because Eminem talked down Relapse and Encore from the reception that they both got, but he didn't talk down Revival. Instead, he says, suck my d. And in honesty, I kind of like this a lot more because I actually like the album Revival a lot. But this anger that's kind of starting in Eminem might end up leading to a really good record. Now, he did say at the end of the Chloraseptic remix that he's going to be back, so this kind of might be like another Relapse, and then a year later Recovery didn't try to make up for it. That's what I'm kind of expecting, but it seems like if he's to do that, the direction he's going to be going into is just going to be more crazy bars, but he might actually be trying to touch into his roots a little bit more if he's really trying to cater to the people that talk bad about the album. Now, with 2 Chainz on this track, I knew originally that his verse was going to be crazy, and I really liked it a lot. I don't think 2 Chainz gets enough credit for being an actual lyricist, and I think that he did an amazing job on this. Now, I'm not going to lie, with Fresher, I did have a little bit of a hard time understanding some of the stuff he was saying, but after listening to it over and over again, and of course the main thing that you're noticing from him is his pure energy in the track, I think he did pretty good too. But of course, Eminem doing this remix, a whole new verse put on the song instead of one of the original ones, and just going straight off on all these critics, I think this was brilliant. I think this was a great way to get what a lot of people wanted out there, which was the original track with 2 Chainz, and also at the same time get back at his critics and let him know how he feels about the album and how he feels about what the critics are saying, and just snap on people. I think the remix is great. I think the aggression and anger in Eminem this time around, I think the remix is great. The aggression and anger in Eminem's voice just builds up. The bars, the flow is switching up. Everything about this track is just so crazy, and it definitely got me excited to know that there's definitely going to be another Eminem solo album coming. Let me know what you guys think of the song in the comment section below. Do you like the remix more than the original? Did you like both 2 Chainz and Fresher's verses also? I'm not going to ask if you like Eminem's verse because I already know the answer to that. And guys, come on. Hit that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I've got tons of content coming as soon as I go back home. And, you know, with this new camera, it's really just going to help me out a lot more with my channel, because I have so many different ideas and so many different plans to give you guys more great content. Alright guys, that's going to be it for the Chloraseptic Remix review. I'm KevinBo202. I hope you enjoyed the video, and peace out, guys.
They say that my shine wavy, but I flow like a river. My bars are always icy, get you cold so you shiver. If you get me mad, I'll pass you in the liver. My rhyming's getting slow, let me go a bit quicker. They didn't think that he can do it, but you know that I actually just did. I knew that one day I would be on top ever since I was a little kid. This couldn't be wrong, so I got big and strong, and I'm looking like Psycho Sid. My haters know, you know, we say something quick, but I really never give it a shit.